So we're going to get in the garden, and these are some exercises to do to get your body ready before you get in the garden. Number one, master the hip hinge. The hip hinge is bending the hips back as you come down and squeezing your glutes as you come up. You don't work all day bent over like this and lifting bags of soil and weeding like this. You hinge your hips back and come up by squeezing your glutes. Watch my knees. They bend, but they don't shoot forward. We don't squat, which is like this. You can practice with a stick. Touches your head, mid back, and lower back. And you hinge down, and the stick stays on your back. If you're doing it wrong, the stick will come up. So do about 10 of these. Now an exercise to do when you're in the garden, every 20 minutes, is to stand up, hands on your hips, arch back, hold for 10 seconds, maybe even up to 15, and come straight. And we're going to do a 10 to 15 second hold 3 to 5 times every 20 minutes when we're in the garden to relieve the stress that's building up on your back. So now before we get in the garden, we have some exercises to do. Number one, we want to practice our diaphragmatic or abdominal breathing. Your diaphragm is a major core muscle, and once you get that diaphragm moving, the other core muscles will be engaged, and the diaphragm moves up and down and acts like a piston to support your back. So you have to practice this before you get in the garden. You lie on your back, knees bent, one hand on your belly, one on your chest, and you just practice breathing for 1 to 2 minutes, and you breathe in, and this hand goes up and down with each breath. This hand does not move. So it's just the belly breath coming up and down, and we don't want to see the where the hand moves at the chest. It's all about, what we want to see here is belly breathing, like so, for 1 to 2 minutes, because it'll activate your diaphragm and activate your core. Our next exercise is called the bridge. Get the glutes working. They're the engine of the body. We need to get them activated before we get in the garden. So we lie in this position, tighten the core a bit, make a brace, abdominal brace. Squeeze our glutes, come up, hold for a few seconds, and slowly back down. And we're going to do 10 to 15 of these exercises. Tighten, squeeze, come up, hold, and slowly back down. After we've done 10 or 15 of those, we turn over, get on our hands and knees, and we do our cat-camel exercise, which is bending this way and back this way. And we're going to do 10 repetitions of this exercise. And after our 10 repetitions, we're going to slide the hips back to the heels and the hands back. And we're going to do it again, which is now going to get flexibility in the upper back. So now we got 10 of these exercises to do. After that, a further exercise to activate your glutes. You're going to lie on your side, back should be against the wall, so you're nice and straight, bottom leg bent, top knee straight, heel against the wall, and go up and down about 10 times. You're polishing the wall with your heel, and you're going to activate your glutes. You're going to do 10 lying on this side, and you're going to turn around and do 10 lying on your other side. When you're in the garden, on your hands and knees, and your back's getting tired, you can do a half a cat-camel. You can arch your back, tighten your muscles, hold for 10 or 15 seconds, and release. Tighten, contract the muscles, put an arch in your back, hold for 10 or 15 seconds, and release. And you can do that 3 to 5 times every 20 minutes. And if you follow this routine, you'll have a much better time in the garden, and you won't have to worry about your back giving you trouble.